I have moved on. Reconciliation with Wike, aggrieved PDP governors not feasible. Atiku. Hello everyone, thank you for joining us once again on the channel. We'd like to say a very big welcome to you. Now on today's report, we're bringing you this one from the stables of the People's Democratic Party, and the presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is saying that he has moved on because reconciliation with Wike and other aggrieved PDP governors is not in sight. Well, let's get into the details, but before we get into the details fully, please do well to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and also please do well to always give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you and God bless you. Now into the details in full. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, has admitted that reconciliation between him and the governors of Rivers State, Governor C0NC Wike, and other aggrieved governors elected on the platform of the opposition party is not feasible. During an interview recently on the internal crisis rocking the People's Democratic Party, Atiku said his camp has yet to come to terms with the aggrieved party chieftains and that they have since moved on. We have left that issue aside. It is now history as we have moved on, Atiku told the interviewer. Nigerian News reports that the former vice president had failed to reconcile his relationship with 5 PDP governors ahead of the 2023 general elections. The party chieftains had a fallout with Atiku after the presidential candidate became adamant about their demands, including having PDP's national chairman, Iyorchia Ayu, replaced with a sultana ahead of the 2023 elections. In his interview with VOA, Atiku maintained that he doesn't support the removal of Ayu. The Wazirin Adamawa said it is unwise to take such a decision as the elections are approaching. It is not proper at this time to contemplate a change of leadership of our party, whereas we are approaching the election season. Atiku said while expressing confidence that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) would be presiding over free and fair elections in February next year. This is because we have seen how they conducted 2 elections in Ekiti and Osun State. In both cases, we have praised them for good outings. In addition to this, President Buhari has assured us that he would allow transparent, free and fair elections to be conducted in 2023, the presidential hopeful added. Referring to the incumbent administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, Atiku said his administration, if elected as the next president of Nigeria, would not be overtaken by cabals. According to him, if elected in the forthcoming presidential election as the next president of Nigeria, his government will not be manipulated by any group of persons intent on controlling the affairs of the state. Recall that the wife of the incumbent president, Hajiya Aisha Buhari, had openly informed Nigerians that a cabal was controlling state affairs in Aso Rock, an allegation that the president debunked in several interviews. However, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has vowed not to allow any cabal to dictate the tune in the corridor of power of his administration if elected. You won't find any cabal in my government. It is me, Waziri, that will run the administration, Atiku told Aliyu Mustafa Sokoto, the head of the Hausa service of the VOA, during an interview at the station in Washington on Tuesday. Atiku also disclosed in the interview that he is visiting America to hold discussions with government officials on the issues of insecurity, economic drawbacks, and the 2023 elections confronting the country. We would confront this issue by convoking a constitutional review so that states and local governments to whom we intend to give the imprimatur to run their security affairs would be able to do so. but this requires a rejig of the constitution. Before we embark on this, we intend to employ more boots on the ground, especially in the area of policing and civil defense, all of which we want to equip properly, Atiku reportedly said. The former vice president stated that his administration would work closely with the judiciary to ensure the speedy trial of offenders, pointing out that he would support the imposition of the death penalty for terrorism-related crimes. Now that is it on the details of this report. We can see that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has said that he has moved on and that his camp has moved on because they cannot see a feasible reconciliation between his camp and that of Wike and the other 5 aggrieved governors of the PDP. Now we recall that a party chieftain of the PDP, Bode George, actually reached out and said that the governors should not be sanctioned because there were reports and news and allegations that the PDP as a party wanted to sanction Wike and the other aggrieved governors of the party over the ongoing crisis between the party members and the various factions. Well, we can see now that Atiku has said that he is moving on actually, and that because he's not seeing a feasible reconciliation between the both parties, and from what we can see, it seems that we are going to have there's going to be division actually in the People's Democratic Party pending the elections. We are going to have those that are in the camp of the presidential candidate, and then we're going to have Governor Nyesom Wike and the other governors and those that are in their camps. Now, is this going to actually be a good line for the PDP? Is this actually a good line for them to toe, that whereas the party is divided? And from what we can see, the presidential candidate is saying that he does not support the removal of Iyorchia Ayu. So it means that the demand for the national chairman to be removed is actually not going to be delivered to Governor Wike and the others. So if that is not going to be done, then I don't think there is the hope of reconciliation, because if we recall, Governor Wike said that is going to be the only ground for reconciliation. Well, let's see as it all unfolds. We're going to see how it all turns out to go. We do hope that this does not actually affect the People's Democratic Party come 2023 during the election, since there is already a division in the party. We do hope that they are able to find a common ground and actually amend their ways before the elections. Well, until we come your way again next time with more details and more reports, do well to stay blessed. Bye-bye.